This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of March 2019. If you would like a personal or private reading, or one of those incredible soulmate readings, or even the exciting tea leaf readings, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via my website where you can book or purchase readings. I'm going to start off by looking in your teacup and seeing what symbols show up for you, what story shows up for you in the symbols of your teacup for the month of March. Then I'll move on to your relationship reading and then a tarot reading. With your teacup, I've also got some oracle and tarot cards, but let's look in the teacup first, right? So the little story that I see here, first of all, is there's an arrow pointing to a big heart. Now, an arrow means you are on the road to success with a particular something that you're busy with, and in this case it's something heart related, something about affection, about caring, something like that. And above it is a big tick, like a tick that says this is the right thing to do. So for some of you Leos out there, there's a decision you're going to make in March about heart related matters, about relationships, about someone you care about. It need not necessarily be just romance, it could be someone you just deeply care about, and this is the right decision to make. That is the story being told here for you. Right, now I'm going to have a look at the rest of this. And there's a little heart that's taken off with wings. That's cute. And there's an arrow pointing to it once again and a finger. So this is probably all more or less one story that's playing out here. There'll be different aspects to it, but it's as if there is a problem or an issue or perhaps a challenge coming up in relationships in the month of March. However, you are on the road to success with this. And the heart with wings is obviously very Cupid-like, isn't it? It's very romance-like. So this could very well be more of a romantic story that's playing out here. So at first you might find there's a bit of a challenge in a relationship issue or with relationships, in regard to relationships. But you are on the road to success. You will find a way through this successfully, and your heart will sort of be lifted again. It'll get wings and it'll lift off. That's very nice. Alright, let me see what else I can see in here for you. And I see someone sitting and they're extending a hand and an eagle lands on their hand. So it's as if there's a major obstacle overcome and you don't actually have to do much effort to that to happen. It's as if it kind of just happens in the month of March. That's very nice. That's definitely for quite a few of you out there. In fact, I see more than one eagle in here. So whatever obstacles you have to overcome, you will triumph over them in the month of March, this teacup is saying. If I look at your tea leaf card, you get bread, which is a period of prosperity and abundance. The oracle card is the observer, and the tarot card is the two of air. Now what's interesting here is March brings in abundance, material abundance in some way for you. You could land a big job. Could land a nice contract, you could earn money in some extra way, but abundance in the material way comes to you in the month of March. What this does is, the observer card says, and that two of swords which says not everything is black and white, you then realize that you have ideas of how things should work out. If you work hard, you earn money. Those kind of equations. If I live here, this is what will happen. If I date that person, this is what will happen. And you kind of realize, but more on the materialistic level. In other words, with income, with a raise, with a new job, with a new project, a new contract, whatever the case may be. You realize it's not quite that black and white. You watch the story unfolding and you realize, life sometimes does unexpected things. Or 1 and 1 doesn't always equal 2 where life is concerned and where your earnings are concerned. It's as if this is almost, I wouldn't say it's a complete surprise. It's just as if you suddenly realize, you always think, I have to work really, really hard to make money come in. You're suddenly going to realize life sometimes dishes up or brings things to you that have nothing to do with our sort of preconceived ideas of how things should work out. That's definitely the main message coming there. You're going to see that in March. You're going to realize, you're going to observe that in March. From the observer's perch, you are going to see that that is the case. You know, with the in the teacup, you had the person sitting there and the eagle landed on their hand. It's that kind of feeling. You triumph over something in March and you realize sometimes it doesn't need huge effort from you. It's as if Providence does its own thing, fate does its own thing, and it just delivers it to you. But it's like realization for you, quite a big realization for you. You have quite an insightful story where your relationships is concerned as well. You get the trust card and the true love card in the romance angel cards. Now the trust card says this situation is calling for you to have faith, and true love says this is the romance of a lifetime. The honor card says you're possibly overlooking somebody or seeing them in a certain light, and in March you get the opportunity to see them in a different light. Because the insight card also says that much. It says that you have an idea about someone and it's possibly a little bit skewed, or it's only one aspect of them and that's all you really think about or focus on or have noticed, but there's much more to them than that, and in a good way. So trust and true love combined with those cards tells the story of, in the month of March, if you are single and looking for somebody, you meet someone and possibly you have a preconceived idea of them. You could have actually been introduced to them, or they've been in your circle for a while, or someone speaks about them or something and you have an idea about them. What you don't realize is this person is actually not the person you think they are, in a good way. It's as if you have a slightly, I don't want to say negative, but not an entirely positive view of this person. You think they're a certain way that possibly doesn't appeal to you, or possibly you think maybe something is not right about them. That's not your kind of person. That's not the kind of person you usually go about. But it's not like they're not your type. It's as if there's something about their personality, something somebody said, some idea you have of them that is not correct, that you're overlooking who they really are. And in the month of March, you're going to get to see this person in a different light, and you're going to realize this person has deep relationship potential. This could be the romance of a lifetime, this card says. If you're in a committed partnership or relationship, it's pretty much the same type of story. In March, you get the opportunity to see your partner differently. You see an aspect of them, a side of them, that perhaps you haven't been seeing or noticing. It's been there all along, but you've probably been a bit focused on some other aspect of them that was not that positive, that perhaps annoyed you or irritated you, or that's just where your focus has been. You need to have faith in your relationship that this person is more than what those preconceived ideas of yours are. You're going to realize this in the month of March. It's going to come to light. You're going to recognize it, and you're going to realize this is your true partner. And in fact, this could be a real lifelong partnership. Even if you're already married, you're going to realize this person has qualities in them that you'd love to have with a person for the rest of your life. You're going to learn to see them in a different light, basically. So for your tarot card, you get the Ten of Fire, the Two of Sea, the Ace of Earth, and the Sky King. This tells a very similar story that the rest of your reading has, but in a different way, because it's now in a broader sense. The Ten of Fire says something does come to a head in the month of March. Some situation, and it seems people related. Well, it normally is, isn't it? Come to think of it. That, the final crunch comes with it. It's a little bit chaotic. There's a bit of drama, maybe more than a bit of drama. If you look at that card, there's a lot of drama happening in that card. And ultimately, following this is that connection with somebody, that heart, mind, and soul connection with someone. It's as if the situation comes to a head, and because of that, you once again make that connection with somebody. Or as a result of the chaos, for those of you looking for relationships, it sends you off somewhere that has you meeting someone who potentially and ultimately could be the kind of partner that's a mind connection, a heart connection, and a soul connection. So that's interesting and very nice. Something drives you to a particular place where you meet that person. And within an existing relationship, that situation, that volatile, dramatic situation, whatever it may be, also drives you to the point where you reconnect with your partner. The Ace of Earth says you have some kind of gift, material gift, some kind of material abundance coming your way, landing on your lap in March. We already saw that in your teacup, didn't we? And then the Sea King says that you actually finally extend a kind of empathetic view. I think that dramatic situation, whatever it is, you kind of open your heart and your mind to what happened. And you're just more empathetic to the people that were involved. Perhaps you get to see why they behaved the way they behaved, what drove them to that kind of behavior. And you kind of feel that feeling where you want to put one arm around their shoulder and say, right, I understand what happened here, or why you did what you did. And it might not be a case that you actually go and do that, but you're going to feel like that about the people that were involved in that situation. So that's very nice. It's actually a really nice way to finish your month off. It's that kind of warm, open-hearted feeling that you have for people despite the fact that they misbehaved really badly. Or that a situation just got out of control. That happens as well. But it's a lovely card to finish up with. So, Leo, for the month of March, I must say you've got a genuinely nice reading. Genuinely, well, more than nice. Genuinely great reading. It's got its moments. It's got its volatile moments. But ultimately, materialistically, you're going to be gaining something wonderful. And for those of you that are looking for a relationship, something interesting is going to be showing up. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.